Now, the last time we saw actress Laurie Brett, she was leaving Albert Square and her life as Jane Beale behind her. Now she's back on our screens, having swapped the dramas of Walford for a new life in Waterloo Road. Now, that accent is very un-Jane Beale, but is very true to you. Many people might not know this, but you are... that's your native tongue, isn't it?
It's my mother tongue, yes. It's I'm born and brought up in Scotland, but I've been away for such a long time that the English accent is just as natural now, too. And being an actress, you know, it's a string to the bow, really, that's all it is.
But do you find when you go back home, it just pops back, the accent?
It does. I mean, it always has. I've always just spoken to my family in a Scottish accent.
No.
Yeah.
So if they phone you up, you suddenly revert to Scot?
Absolutely. But I've only ever been home 3 or 4 times a year in the last, you know, years. And so this is the first time I've been back there for any length of time. And so when I'm up in Scotland doing the Scottish accent, it's getting broader and broader and broader and broader. So I need to keep doing the English accent now and again to just pull the Scottish one back. Otherwise, nobody's going to understand a word I say.
It's like a split personality.
Do you know, it's just like talking another language. If I go, you know, you get off the plane and you're somewhere that speaks Spanish, I speak Spanish. I don't even think about it. And that's just basically what it is for me. It's just another language, really, so...
But it came in very handy at times when people used to come up to you and say, oh, it's you, it's Jane Beale, isn't it? Did you not used to then trot out the Scottish accent and say, oh, I know?
Yeah, I just look like her. Yeah, no, I get told that all the time. Yeah, and I can't do that anymore now. That's the only thing. This has really messed that up for me. So, but it was, I used to do it a lot, yeah, a lot. And people would go, oh, sorry, I'm sorry. Yeah, you do. You look really like her. Yeah, nearby. You look really like her. That's fine. So, yeah, I can't do that now.
No, you left EastEnders determined to take a break, didn't you?
Yes.
And that hasn't really happened, has it?
No. I was going to take a break, and then Let's Dance asked me to do comic relief with Tamika, Lady Gaga.
Which is brilliant fun.
I called myself Lady Gugu, and Tamika doing that. And then we did that, and at the same time, I was my agent had rang and said, look, this part in Waterloo Road's coming up, and it's a great part, and I think you should have a, you know, the opportunity to do it was just too much to resist, really. It was just such a great thing. So lucky to be able to walk out of one big job into another.
Absolutely, and she's quite a force, this woman, isn't she? She's a mum, she's a teacher, she's an alcoholic.
Yes.
All 3 things rolled into one.
She is. She's very multi-layered. I mean, the series about the reasons why she is the way she is. But what's really interesting about her, I mean, alcoholism is a very, very serious illness, but what's very interesting is how she copes with the alcoholism and what that makes her. And it makes her a really big manipulator and liar. And she uses her son as a crutch. They have a very codependent relationship, and their relationship is what's really, really interesting. Played by the lovely Shane, who's going to be such a heartthrob. He's like a young John Travolta. He's going to have all the girls after him, but and he's lovely to act with. We've got a good chemistry, and that's what's really interesting, because you see her at work and you see her at home.
And at home is where she lets the
And at
facade
home is
slip.
where you really see the real problems that are occurring there. So
and for you, it's been a huge upheaval. You're a young mum.
Yeah.
You've got a young family. Take it.
I like you.
and now you've had to take yourself up to Scotland. That must be quite a juggling act.
It is a juggling act. I mean, luckily enough, though, she's very, very young, and you know, she's looked after, but with the family, Johnny and myself, and the grandparents and all the rest of it. So she's young enough to do that. You know, probably school time, you know, when she goes to school, that's not going to be an option. So it's perfect to be able to do it now, because it won't be. I won't be able to do this sort of thing in the future. You can. Yeah, absolutely. It is a do it while you can situation.
Absolutely. Well, we all do it, don't we? The juggling. It never ends. You just go from one obstacle course to the next, really. And obviously, leaving behind EastEnders and the confines of a regular, secure job, I mean, that must have been a really big decision. And look what's happened since you've left. Ian's gone to pot. He's some old hobo now with... So to leave Adam and to leave all the people that I've been working with for 8 years nearly of my life. Yeah, it was a long, long time. It was a really scary time. But you know, Jane and Ian had kind of gone round in circles. But the door has always been left open, because I think a lot of viewers loved to come back and jump in the sack with Masood. I liked them 2 together.
So many women say that.
She almost, you know...
So many women say that to me. Oh, that Masood, lovely.
Oh, you 2 together, there was something, wasn't there?
Well, you know. All in a day's work.
I have to remind myself it's not real.
So do I.
Well, the show's back on tomorrow night.
Tomorrow night, 8 o'clock, BBC One. Yeah, and I just hope everybody enjoys the show and doesn't think my Scottish accent's rubbish.
Or you're drunking. Your drunkenness?
Drunkenness.
Playing a drunk, you know what I meant.
Yes,
Thank you very much, Laurie, and good luck.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
OK, time for a break while I put my teeth back in. When we return, he starred alongside CA.